Hello, BBN. Even Cal must be surprised with Kentucky and Pope. He is insane in the recruitment. The guy is working hard and bringing great guys to this portal. Let's analyze this great moment of the Wildcats so far. If you're happy with Pope's recruitment, subscribe to the channel. Kentucky is in the spotlight in the transfer market, and the program's current position in the transfer class rankings, occupying the second place, is a clear demonstration of the strategic ability of Mark Pope and his coaching staff. Although the beginning of the offseason generated some apprehension among BBN, the impressive sequence of confirmed reinforcements quickly transformed the scenario, proving that Kentucky is still one of the most attractive destinations in college basketball. There is growing expectation that the Wildcats can not only maintain their position at the top of the transfer class, but also take over the outright lead. The additions of players such as Cam Williams, Jalen Lowe, Muhaim Diabate, and Jaden Quaintance already put Kentucky in a strong position for the upcoming season. Each of these players brings unique traits that align perfectly with Pope's tactical vision. Diabate, for example, is a dominant presence capable of defending and scoring from multiple positions. Quaintance combines physical explosiveness with tremendous growth potential, while Williams is an elite shooter with versatile defensive ability. Lowe, meanwhile, is a veteran with Big 12 experience who brings leadership and creativity to the team. These additions have already significantly improved the level of the roster, but the potential commitment of Wilkerson could be the difference that pushes Kentucky to the top spot in the transfer rankings. Lamar Wilkerson, with his impressive averages of 20.5 points per game, 47.7% shooting from the field, and 44.5% shooting from three-point range, is exactly the type of player who can turn a good team into a dominant one. His ability to score at all three levels of the game, around the basket, on the perimeter, and from long range, makes him a constant threat to opposing defenses. Additionally, his contributions and rebounds for 0.0 per game and assists 2.1 per game show that he is not just a selfish scorer, but complete player who prioritizes team success. If Wilkerson decides to commit to Kentucky, his presence would provide the program with offensive depth and versatility that few teams in the country can match. The world of college basketball is constantly changing, too, and Caden Lewis' recent decision to decommit from the program is a reminder of how dynamic and unpredictable the landscape can be. Lewis' departure, while surprising, should not overshadow the significant progress Kentucky has made in the transfer market. In an environment where the pieces of the puzzle are constantly moving, the focus must remain on building a cohesive and competitive roster. Thus far, Pope and his staff have demonstrated a remarkable ability to attract talent that aligns with the program's strategic vision. The race for the top transfer rankings also reflects the intense competition among college basketball's elite programs. Indiana, Auburn, and Ole Miss are all equally determined to attract top-tier players, and the battle for Wilkerson will be a crucial test of Pope's ability to sell Kentucky as the ideal destination for top talent. With its winning tradition, top-notch facilities, and promise of development both on and off the court, Kentucky has a powerful case in its favor. However, the transfer market is volatile, and each decision can drastically change the landscape in a matter of seconds. As the April 22nd deadline approaches, the pressure mounts, but so does the excitement. Kentucky is in a prime position to end this recruiting season as one of the strongest programs in the country. With the combination of reinforcements already secured and the promise of new additions, such as the possible arrival of Wilkerson, the future looks bright for the Wildcats. For BBN fans, this is a time of renewed hope and confidence that Kentucky is on the right track. Let's keep moving forward. Man, I don't know, that Alvaro thing is weird, but it's confirmed. The dynamics of college basketball are a constant roller coaster of emotions, expectations, and strategic decisions. In the case of Kentucky basketball, some strange things happened too. Speaking of Robert Morris Power, forward Alvaro Falgueiras, a name on the rise in the Horizon League, will no longer be in Kentucky's plans for next season. Although it may initially seem like a significant absence, there are nuances to this decision that could reveal an even more promising outlook for the Wildcats. Alvaro Falgueiras, with his impressive average of 14.1 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 3.2 assists per game in the 2024-25 season, has undoubtedly attracted attention from several renowned programs. His efficiency on the field, 54.8%, and three-point shooting, 41.3%, was crucial in cementing him as the Horizon League Player of the Year. However, despite an initial Zoom call with Kentucky in March, the athlete will now focus his visits on Iowa, Providence, and Villanova. This decision, far from being a defeat for the Lexington program, can be seen as part of a larger strategy that is more consistent with Mark Pope's ambitions. The fact that Kentucky has moved on from Falgueiras suggests something that goes beyond a simple search for talent. There are rumors that the program may be on the verge of securing a key piece in its offensive rotation. This scenario, while still shrouded in speculation, brings a positive tone to the team's narrative. After all, when it comes to Kentucky basketball, few things are more valued than continuity and internal development of players already familiar with the culture and principles of the program. Mark Pope, since taking over as coach of the Wildcats, has demonstrated a clear and pragmatic vision for shaping the roster. He knows that while big names like Falgueiras can generate immediate excitement, building a competitive team requires calculated decisions that are adaptable to the specific needs of the group. In addition, the decision also reflects a mature understanding of the college transfer market. In a scenario where many teams are chasing big names to make a quick jump in their campaigns, Kentucky seems to be adopting a more balanced approach. Another relevant point is the emotional impact that keeping a key player can have on the fans and the team itself. For passionate Kentucky fans, seeing a beloved athlete remain on the team is always a reason to celebrate. Internally, this choice can strengthen the bonds between the players and reinforce the sense of shared purpose. It is worth noting that Kentucky's withdrawal from the race for Alvaro Falgueiras does not diminish the player's recognition in any way. On the contrary, he continues to be a high-level athlete who will certainly find success in whichever program he chooses. But for Kentucky, this decision represents an opportunity to reaffirm its values and follow a path that could yield even greater rewards in the near future. So, while Iowa, Providence, and Villanova compete for Falgueiras' attention, Kentucky remains firm in its purpose of building a team capable of shining both on and off the court with other recruits. Although some may still disagree with this. But let's reflect. Comment.